So a lot of people will talk to me about the fact that they are emotional eaters, that they eat their emotions. I believe those people. I don't think any of them are not telling me the truth. I think many of us do struggle with control when we're depressed, when we're anxious, some of us when we're bored. What I need people to explore, though, is whether or not that behavior, the eating more when you're depressed, is that something that's being influenced by a secondary issue? Oftentimes it's actually organization. People get depressed or anxious. As a consequence, that affects their pattern of eating, the same pattern that they've developed that will help them control their hunger and their cravings. And of course, when that pattern is interrupted, their hunger and their cravings return, and this time it's superimposed upon the fact that food is a comfort. Food actually changes our stress hormone levels. And so people use food to deal with emotional issues because it works. But if you combine an emotional need for food with an avoidable need for food generated by missing meals and snacks or protein or just being in general disorganized with your eating, well, now you can really run into trouble. And so if you do struggle with emotional eating, look to your day to see if you were well organized. That is something you can control on good days and bad days, and it may allow you to struggle less with this emotional behavior at night around food. I say at night on purpose. If you consider whether or not you struggle as an emotional eater, ask yourself whether it tends to occur beyond a certain point in time in the day. And if it does, I'd be willing to wager that your pattern of eating during those days was different than on other days. May be relatable to the emotion and the issue, but if you can just figure out what you did differently during the days you struggle only at night, you've got a shot at reducing your struggle.